Hello, I wanted to talk to you briefly about the outline for your DSM disorder paper. This is a very simplistic assignment. I think it's so simple, sometimes it trips people up. Basically, the purpose of this is to help you be able to, in your mind's eye, visualize the flow and structure of your paper. You are going to, I'm going to switch to the example immediately. So in this example, it has clinical criteria, biological factors, sociocultural factors, and treatments. These are suggestions that you can use as main points in your paper. You can also have additional main points, or you can replace these. However, I would highly recommend at least covering the clinical criteria and the treatments for sure. Biological factors are anything to do with brain abnormalities or issues with the nervous system. And sociocultural factors can be things such as the ramifications of having such a disorder, like with schizophrenia, having the downhill slide in terms of it's hard to keep a job, it's hard to have, make money. And a lot of times people with schizophrenia, when it's severe, will end up very poor and either having to have assistance or unfortunately living on the streets. So this is an example. The main thing is that whatever initial points, the main points that you introduce and briefly mention in your introduction have to have a corresponding body paragraph. So according to this example, since I'm going to introduce clinical criteria, biological factors, sociocultural factors, and treatments in my introduction, then each of those will have a corresponding body paragraph. And it is good to introduce them in one order, and then match that order in your body paragraphs, and then do the same. You're going to basically in your summary touch upon again that you had talked about the clinical criteria, the biological factors, the sociocultural factors, and treatments. So this is very simplistic. It's just a way for you to get a visual representation of how your paper will be laid out. If you're not adding anything in addition, then your outline is going to look identical to this one, except you will change my example topic, which was in your recess, to whatever your topic is. For example, if you're doing major depressive disorder, then you will take out in your recess and put major depressive disorder, and you are done. So this is just to show you a visual representation of the points that are going to be introduced in the introduction. Each of those points should have their own body paragraph. And then in the conclusion, the same exact points that were introduced in the introduction and written about in a body paragraph for each here will be concluded or summarized at the end in the conclusion. So I hope this is helpful. Thank you.